Welcome to our channel, or welcome back. In this video we have been so excited to make, but we needed our third alpaca to be born, and she was born, Lily Pearl, 2 days ago. So now we will share the story of Antares, Swingly, and Lily Pearl. Antares was born May 23rd at 10:50 a.m. He weighed 15.8 pounds. His mom is Summer Rain. Antares is our first white alpaca that was born here. We do have Betty White and Blessing, who are white, but they came as adults. They were rescues. And Lorraine is a beige. So Antares is our first white cria. We were actually looking forward to May 23rd all year, and it wasn't because we knew Antares would be born. But on that Sunday each year, the Eaton's horse drive comes through pretty close to our place, and we like to catch them around mile 95 on their 100-mile journey. And there they are on a previous year on a video that I recorded. But this year, just as we were going to leave, I went out to check the alpacas, and Summer Rain was in labor. So we were really excited, and of course we stayed home to make sure that everything went well. There is Solomon, and he was chosen to be there because he is such a calm presence. And I put the other guardians in the house for Summer Rain's birth, just because she is more of a wild alpaca and she has not bonded up with her babies in the past. So I just tried to do something different. It was a cold day, or a chilly day, so that's why he has a blanket there that we dried him off on. And then we let all of the guardians out to meet the new baby. It's okay. There's a baby. Just like you. You like him? David has a baby. It's a baby alpaca. So then we put Antares and Summer Rain in a pen for the next day. And on the way down, as I'm carrying Antares, there were some introductions. I think that's really important so that no one sees Antares as a threat, just for his safety mostly. Summer Rain chose to not feed Antares, so I did end up milking Summer Rain and giving it to Antares along with colostrum replacer. It's really important in the first 24 to 36 hours to get that colostrum in, because that window shuts down of where they can absorb it, and that's the only way they get immunity, that passive transfer. Okay, when all was going well, we drove to where the horses were going to go through, and they had not gone through yet, and in fact, right when we got there, we got to see them go through. So that was really like the icing on the cake to an amazing day. We named Antares, which means it's one of the brightest stars in the sky. We named him Antares Runs with the Horses. That's his full name because he was born when the horses came running through. Everyone here just adores Antares, and he is so smart and so silly and so active and very cuddly. Here he is on the second day. He learned to go up and down stairs.
Good boy.
I am mom, and so is Maria, to Antares. I bottle feed him, and he likes to go out running with me. There he is laying on my running path. And he likes to sleep by my bedside. He gets to choose where he goes, and he freely goes between Alpacas, the house. Around here, there are no real barriers. In fact, sometimes I sleep outside with the alpacas, and they come in the house. We have sometimes 6 alpacas at a time in the house. There he is with Vivian. There I am sleeping out with him. Our next alpaca, Swingley, born June 13th at 10 a.m., weighing 15.4 pounds, is nothing short of a miracle, and I really mean that. I mean, every birth is a miracle, but Swingley's story is like none that I have ever experienced. Swingley's mom is Lorraine. She's an amazing mom. She's a great mom to Asher, and I went out running one morning. I had the macaws, our 2 adopted macaws, in my hand. And so I don't have a lot of video. I don't have any video of his actual birth because it was very dramatic. Swingley was born not breathing, and I needed to swing him, hence the name Swingley, that we named him that later. 3 different times. I did mouth-to-mouth resuscitation on him, and finally we got him breathing, and he struggled so much. The first few days were just touch and go. He had very high temperature, 105.5, and we were also having really hot weather in the triple digits, so we were keeping him cool with ice packs. Well, they're actually vegetable bags, and keeping him hydrated with milk from Lorraine. I did need to milk Lorraine. She's a wonderful mom, but he didn't have the strength even when I held him up to nurse. So I would milk Lorraine, give it to Swingley, and there were times he also had watermelon juice in a bottle just to hydrate up. I gave Swingley penicillin and then later upped it to a more powerful antibiotic. He actually stopped breathing on us a couple times, and the last time, let's see, it was like day 3, he actually just went limp in my arms. He stopped breathing right in front of Maria and I by the garden. I picked him up, and he was pretty much lifeless. He did start breathing again, and I laid him down with the alpacas that night, and we had said our goodbyes several times those first few days because it was just so touch and go. I didn't see how he was going to make it, even though we believed and hoped and prayed that he would. I'd never seen an alpaca rebound from as bad as he was.
Okay.
The dogs are extremely protective when the crias are very fragile, and there's Goliath telling our Mustang Lexi that she can't come by him yet. Ruthie never left his side. Ruthie wouldn't even come down for breakfast or dinner. I would have to feed her up by Swingley. The last night where it seemed like he wasn't going to make it, I asked for prayers on Facebook. I hadn't announced that he was born yet because we didn't know if he was coming or going from this earth. And that's when I laid him down in the alpaca pen. And I did continue to get up that night and let milk trickle down his throat. He could not drink or suck. The next morning he was standing right there using the bathroom. I really have never seen any animal rebound the way he did. And I do believe it's the power of prayer. I think the antibiotic probably helped too, the stronger one. We're just so thankful. And there Ruthie is cleaning off his mouth after he had a bottle. There he is the first time running. And the first time drinking from his mom, Lorraine, I continued to milk her and feed it to Swingly to keep her milk going also. And exactly 1 week later on a Sunday, well, you can just watch and see. Just totally amazing. I believe Swingly is a miracle.
Hi.
There he is with his mom Lorraine, his uncle Antares, and his brother Asher. The guardian's demeanor completely changed when Swingly got better, and I have no words. I cried a lot, just so happy, just amazing transformation. So thankful for Swingly.
Hi.
Since that time, now that Swingly is 2 months old, over 2 months old, he is one of the strongest, most assertive baby alpacas that I have ever seen, that we've ever had here. He will get the top male alpaca just running and chasing them, and it's just amazing that he went from so fragile to the strongest and one of the most confident alpacas that I've ever seen.
Hi, boys. Hi, boys. Hi. Hi, boys.
And now for Lily Pearl. She was born 2.5 days ago on August 24th, as of when I'm making this video, 2.5 days ago. At 10:15 a.m., she weighed 17.8 pounds. Freedom is her mom, and their Freedom is in labor, and of course the guardians just know it. Freedom was in labor so very long that I did end up putting the guardians inside just to give her some alone time.
Sometimes it takes some time. You just have to wait. Now I'm gonna go back out. You guys are gonna stay here.
I did need to intervene and pull the cria out of Freedom. I had broke the water and there was still no pushing, and finally when the feet and head emerged, I did pull her out. Freedom wasn't, there didn't seem to be any contractions or pushing, and I called our vet and they said yes, get her out. So I did, and it just has turned out like perfect. She's very healthy, very loved. Freedom is feeding her. Time of birth, 10:15 a.m. on August 24th, and she weighed 17.8 pounds. And of course, we named her Lily Pearl, as I mentioned, and I put Freedom and Lily Pearl in a pen next to the house right next to where I sleep at my bedroom window for the first day. There the guardians are. It was like a nursery and everybody was just looking in. So excited to meet her. It's a girl. That is Mama Freedom humming. Lily Pearl is the quietest alpaca we have had here, the quietest baby. And after the last 4 boys that were very vocal, it's just so different to have a very peaceful, quiet alpaca. She's just precious. And there, her herd, the extended family, are meeting her through the fence at that time. And they just kept coming back to see her. And there she is in the front. I did milk Freedom and give it to Lily Pearl. I will do that for every cria. I just want them to get that colostrum in no matter what, because it's so important for that transfer of immunity to happen. So there she is in the front. Her mom was there and just her. And back in the pen. Yeah, she's a big deal here. By the next morning, she is nursing and ready to get out of the pen. You want your breakfast up here? Okay. There you go. She walks too. Look, she walks too. This is the second meeting. She met her right after she was born. Freedom is a great mom, and because Freedom trusts us and the guardians, she also feels comfortable to leave Lily Pearl just a distance away from her, wherever, as long as someone is with her. And there, Freedom's grazing nearby, and there is Goliath, Esther, and Ruthie watching Lily Pearl as she rests in the shade. We've never had 3 baby alpacas before, so we're really excited, and we're already having a lot of fun watching these guys and playing with them. So we hope you enjoyed this video, and hope you check back. More to come. Thank you.